welcome back to my channel. I am going to kind of talk about today my skincare throughout my pregnancy. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, I started using these when I found out that I was pregnant, at least most of the products. Some of them are new, but I did start using them relatively right after I found out, and I wasn't like going too hard on like doing a lot of research in terms of like what is safe, what isn't safe. I did a little bit of what I needed to, and other than that I was looking for things that were more so like paraben free. Certain chemicals like weren't in there, and I did look up research based on not as much of will it help my breakouts, because when you are pregnant you are prone to having a little bit of acne issues. I was more so just concerned with certain things that were going to lay on my skin. So if it was like cleansers and stuff, while I made sure they were pregnancy safe, if you think about it, those are just kind of rinsing right off, so I didn't care necessarily as much about those. But things that were like moisturizers and were going to sit on my skin, I did a little bit more research on. So I'm not a dermatologist or specialist when it comes to any of this by any means. It's just what I chose to do, and some of the products I actually still will use after my pregnancy, and I really have been enjoying them, so I'll kind of go over that as well. So just to bust into everything, if I came home after having a long day at work, I had a full face of makeup on and need to get it off, while I do, depending on how much makeup I have on, I will use like an eye makeup remover, you know, whatever I have, whether it's like one of those cleansing waters or like a little sample that I've gotten from certain boxes. I'll use those, but in general I always use a cleanse off oil. I have tried both the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cleansing Oil, which is absolutely amazing. I love that, and the matte cleanse off oil. Now I will say I thought I went through the Boscia one very fast compared to the matte cleanse off oil, but either way I love them. They don't do anything, at least to me, in terms of making my skin way more oily, because if you think you're putting it on your face and then you're rinsing it off. So to me, I never really understand the concern people have when it's like, oh, it's going to make your skin more oily. It's not sitting on your skin. I wash my skin after the cleanse off oil anyway because it leaves your skin feeling greasy. So anyone that can clean their skin with a cleanse off oil and not feel absolutely disgusting afterwards, more power to you. But I start now with the Garnier Clean Nourishing Cleansing Oil. It does say for dry skin, but after my whole ramble, I think any skin type can really use this. What I like to do is, you're supposed to put this on a dry face. Not many people know that, but you actually put it on a dry face, really work it in. Your face is going to look super crazy, because you know, you have your eyeliner all over. It's not just on your eyes, it's like down here. Like, you will have a discolored face, and work it up until lather, and then what you'll do is you'll rinse it off with warm water and you'll have that kind of greasy texture on your skin. So when I'm done with the cleanse off oil, whichever it may be, I then go to my Yes to Grapefruit Correct and Repair Daily Facial Scrub. Smells freaking delicious, and it's great. I mean, I use it at nighttime, so if you use this in the morning, I just got some on my nose, it would definitely wake you up with a scent because it's like one of those citrus scents, but I do use it at night because this is paraben free, and out of all drugstore brands, I think that this is one of the more natural products. This will be a little bit pricier compared to other things, but this has made my skin a whole heck of a ton better during my pregnancy, and I absolutely swear by this, and I will probably continue to use this even after my pregnancy. So then, after I cleanse, I will pat my face dry with a towel. I won't rub, I will definitely pat. You just want to obviously not be tugging, because wrinkles, girls, we gotta watch out for those. And I will then use my Lush Cosmetics Tea Tree Toner Water. This obviously has more natural ingredients in it, so I do use this on my face. I just kind of spray it all over and I let it air dry. I know some people at Lush will say like to use a little cotton round or something and kind of like rub it in, but I like the results from just spraying it on and letting it air dry naturally and just letting it sink into the skin that way. I use this even before I was pregnant and continue to use it after, or I will continue to use this after I'm pregnant. I really enjoy this toner water, and I mean, I'm a huge sucker for tea tree. It's a really good bacteria, like, cleaner. I don't know what words I'm thinking of, but it just helps rid of a lot of things on your skin. So I love following up with that. Going back to the cleanser, I completely forgot that I use a different cleanser in the morning, and that's because I don't like to exfoliate in the morning. I mean, you just wake up from bed. I don't really have a lot of dirt on my face anyway, and I've been using the Belli Anti-Blemish Facial Wash Complexion Perfection Cleanse. That's a very long title. Just hit myself in the face, but whatevs. This is something that I actually picked up at Bye Bye Baby. I'm pretty sure you can get this at any store that revolves around pregnancy. This is literally like an OBGYN like recommended product. It is pregnancy safe. And I just honestly, I love the smell of this. And I have been enjoying this. I thought that my main reason for getting this versus finding something else like within the Yes To line or anything like that was just because I was breaking out so much in the beginning that I wanted to see if there's anything out there for like anti-blemish, but certain ingredients you have to stay away from. So I like didn't want to use salicylic acid or anything like that that would help my skin but not necessarily be the best thing for my skin or my child. So I picked this up, and I've been through I think 2 bottles of this because I really liked it, and I could see myself using this afterwards, but I don't know if I will, just because after the baby comes, I mean, I could find something that was a little bit cheaper than that guy. So after I'm done toning or cleansing, I always tone after I cleanse, but after I'm done that, I will move on to moisturizer, and I have one that I use in the morning and one that I use at night. The one that I use in the morning is also in the Belli brand, and that is the Healthy Glow Facial Hydrator. It moisturizes and illuminates, hydrate, moisturizer. They have a bunch of words on this. Comes in a tube like this. It does have a pump, and literally one pump is enough for your entire face. I love the smell of this. This is citrusy as well, but not overpowering citrus. I picked this up again at Bye Bye Baby, but you can find it at any store that sells like pregnancy related things. I think even Ulta carries this brand, at least online. This is a OBGYN recommended product, and because it was going to be a moisturizer that sit on my skin, I wanted to definitely get something that was pregnancy safe. And I'm not joking when I say this has lasted my entire pregnancy. So I found out I was pregnant in August, and I just ran out of this stuff like yesterday, and that has lasted me a long time. So yeah, I do have other moisturizers I plan on trying after I'm done, just because this is a pricey product. I think this is about $32. But for future pregnancies, I will definitely use this and love it. Now for my night moisturizer, I use the Yes to Carrots Nourishing Fragrance-Free Intense Hydration Night Cream. Looks like this, and it kind of just has like a white creamy texture to it. I don't necessarily love the smell of this one as much, but I mean, after you like rub it in and really work it into your skin, you don't necessarily smell it anymore. Because of how congested I'd been my entire pregnancy, I was dealing with very, very dry skin, like everywhere on my face. I was getting dry patches, especially around my nose and my mouth region, like almost to the point where if you were like sitting right next to me, you knew exactly what was going on my face. So I wanted to find things that would really hydrate my skin, but be good for my skin. So I did pick up a Yes To brand for this, and I didn't want to use the same moisturizer in the morning and at night because I felt like they both did different things. And at night you want to use something thicker because you're sleeping. That's when you'll wake up and really notice a difference with your skin. And I just really wanted to get it back to as normal as possible. And I've been enjoying this. I could see myself using this past or post pregnancy, if you want to say that. Now, I did use different masks throughout my pregnancy, just depending on what I was looking for. For Christmas, my husband was very proud of himself to have gone into Sephora by himself and pick up my Glamglow mask. This is the first one that I've ever tried. I did have like some of the little like $20 bottles or jars, if you want to say that, of this. I absolutely loved it, but my thing is I just can't get over like the $69. I completely understand why people would spend that money, but it's just so hard for me to be like, I could buy so many things with this $69. So for Christmas, he surprised me, went in there and picked this up. This is the Youthmud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment. Now, let me just say why I don't really know if this is pregnancy safe. Masks, I kind of tended to be a little bit more lenient on, just because they sit on your skin for a few minutes and then you wash them off. It's kind of like a cleanser in my mind, at least that's what I told myself. And let me just put a little disclaimer, like, my child is healthy, like, I mean, he's still in my stomach, but he is healthy, not really showing any signs of anything, so I don't really think this would mess up anything. I still have a good bit left, probably at least I would say one more use, maybe 2 or 3 after that. So that's lasted me since December, and I have absolutely been loving this. It's been helping my breakouts, and I use this twice a week. I will put it on my skin for probably about like 10 to 15 minutes and let it do its magic. And I put a very thin layer on. That is my thing with this. I feel like some people can get this mask and really goop it on. I will use a thin layer and it still works wonders. You don't need a lot of product in order for it to work. And this has helped tremendously with like controlling my breakouts and helping with that. Now also, this is a newer find for me, but if I really was looking for a mask that was hydrating. Obviously the Glamglow just came out with like their Thirst Mud or Thirsty Mud, the blue one. But I was looking for something that was a little bit more wallet friendly, and I did some research online at Target, and Target has like the whole little section where it's like the higher end, if you will, products, and there was a mask in there that was for hydration and was more on the natural side of what was in it. So I wanted to give it a look. It looked like it had good reviews, and I went to my local Target and they had it, so I was very happy. And this is the 29 by Lydia Mondavi Napa Valley Right Off the Vine Replenishing and Restoring Masks. I cannot handle these products that have like a bajillion words in their name. It looks like this. It looks exactly like a moisturizer would. It's nice and creamy in consistency, and after doing some research, I'm pretty sure the Lydia Mondavi brand used to be sold at like Neiman Marcus, and then they took it off their shelves. I don't know how long ago that was or what. And 29 was kind of like a collaboration, or I guess the line she brought out in Target. The way I think about it is, obviously something that was sold in Neiman Marcus is not going to be the same price point as something sold in Target. So I think it was something that she kind of did, almost like when you see those designers come out for collaboration. It's like expensive high-end clothing, and they mix it with the Target prices. I think that's exactly what this line was for. I think it was created just for Target, and basically what you do with this is you put it on your skin. It goes on like a really thick lotion. Like, you'll be able to tell you have something on. It's hard to really work it into the skin. It's white. It feels really nice, and at first you kind of feel like, this is really awkward. Like, I don't think this is a mask. It was very interesting when I put it on for the first time. And you can leave this on for about 10 to 20 minutes. I left mine on for 20 because, again, I really wanted that deep hydration. And I washed it off after 20 minutes. And when I went to look in the mirror right before I washed it off, the white cast had actually gone away. And it was like clear. It was translucent. You couldn't see it. You kind of had like, it almost looked like a lot of grease on your face. So you definitely have to rinse it off. But you could tell it had melted into the skin, and I went to rinse it off. It wasn't hard. It didn't leave me with a greasy feeling at all after rinsing off. It left me with very, very smooth skin, and these past couple of days that I've been waking up, I've been noticing my skin feels tremendously better already, like super hydrated, like it got a big drink of water. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use this once or twice a week, but this was, I think, $16 at Target, so it was very inexpensive compared to like the Glamglow masks. but I absolutely love this so far, and it has really changed my skin in a matter of a week. So that is what I have really done the entire pregnancy, and will continue to do until this baby decides to come out. If you want any kind of more in-depth, I don't know, like reviews on particular products or certain brands, definitely let me know down below. Or if you've used any of these, let me know if they worked for you as well. I know every person that is going through pregnancy is different. Your skin reacts differently, and this is just what I found that has like kept everything on my skin at bay as best as it can. So yeah, this is just what I chose to use, and let me know down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. Definitely leave it down below. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you're having a tremendous day while I wallow away locked in my house from all this snow. Happy thoughts. Just happy thoughts. Alright, bye guys!